All right, what's going on, Giants fans? Doing another free agent film breakdown. This time we got Danny Shelton, defensive tackle, nose tackle, Danny Shelton. Now, to preface this, when the Giants were meeting with this guy, I didn't think much of it. I didn't have a ton of familiarity with him. And this late in the game of free agency, you're not expecting a ton of important signings. Ryan Anderson. I did a breakdown on him. He's going to compete, but I wasn't thrilled. I don't think he has a huge role on the team going forward. So with Danny Shelton, I kind of had that preconceived notion. I was 100% wrong. This guy, Danny Shelton, at 6'2", 345 pounds, 27 years old, the same age as Dalvin Tomlinson, former first-round pick, is the replacement of Dalvin Tomlinson. We thought it was going to be Austin Johnson playing a lot of nose tackle. Hell, even maybe Dex sliding down there for a rep or two. Danny Shelton is the replacement for Dalvin Tomlinson, and he's a good replacement. I think he's the third most important free agent that the Giants signed. Fourth if Kyle Rudolph plays a ton and Evan Ingram, gets traded or whatever. But as of now, I would say he's the third most important free agent on this team behind Galladay and Adoree Jackson, because he is the replacement to Dalvin, and he's good, man. He is a good run stuffer. He's not as athletic as Dalvin, but he's bigger. I think he's strength. They move guys at the end of the day. They're both really good run stuffers. Doesn't offer much in the pass game. Offers a little bit, and I think he can actually be coached up in the pass game a little more too, to help as a team effort. But I'm excited about this signing, man. The money at the time, I don't know what it is, but considering what Dalvin got and what Shelton's got, this is a win for the Giants. So let's get into the film. First, subscribe. If you don't like if you don't like this channel at the end of the video, unsubscribe. But subscribe now. Make a decision as the video goes on. So we're gonna go through the run D first. Obviously, we got them lined up. Got him lined up right here. Again, he plays. There's reps that he's at 5 technique, but he's mostly gonna line up at nose tackle. Where the Giants, we didn't know if they had a nose tackle. Like Austin Johnson was do you want to play Austin Johnson all those reps? So first rep. And this is against the Colts, by the way, too, who have an awesome offensive lineman. So he's playing. He's two gap in this. He's got to play the play side A and the back side A. Got his eyes on the running back. He's got Kelly jacked up, not giving up any ground. Running back hits that gap, bam, tackle. Run stuff for Danny Shelton. Nice run stuff. Again, got him lined up right here. Now, if teams are running outside zone, they can, because he's not that fast off the ball, he's not as athletic as Dalvin, they can get to the outside shoulder. But what he does here is he takes on this contact of Kelly trying to get on his outside shoulder and just rides him. Lower pad level, moving him. And if this linebacker isn't here, he's here for a tackle. He's here for a 0-yard gain. Good team defense with the Lions, but he's there for a 0-yard gain. Got him lined up as the nose tackle on the backside on this one. Again. Jacks up the right guard, and I forget his name, Glanowski or something. Doesn't give up any penetration. Riding with the running back. Running back cuts back. We're here. This gap's not here. Ideally, the running back would probably try and get through this gap. He's screwed regardless because this is good team D by the Lions. Another run stop. On outside zone. Got him lined up in nose tackle on the center here. Sorry, he's lined up inside the tackle. My bad. I love this play. So what the Colts are trying to do is get this running back the motion man to pull this guy out. They'll get him out of the play. The left tackle's trying to hinge him And then you got the puller up through here. But what does Shelton do? He closes that off. And then they're doing the gator option to Burton. He closes that down. Bam. And now the puller, who you don't want the puller coming here. You want the puller going up through the hole. Now has to take him on. And the good defense on the backside. But this just shows what he can do as a run stuffer. I mean, he takes out 2 guys on that play, essentially. Because he stops the guy that's trying to do his thing. And then he also makes the guard who's pulling, who has a different responsibility, pick him up. Got him here over the center on this one. This is a 4th and 2, by the way. And this is Ryan Kelly, an all-pro center. And watch him blow him up. And he just destroyed an all-pro center. Just put him on his ass. Not from a running start, not as a linebacker coming down and blind somebody. Lined up right in front of him on 4th down. Who has more willpower? Who's stronger? Who's going to come off the ball better? And he destroys this center. Just destroys this center on 4th down. On 4th down. Got him lined up here inside the tackle. Again, he's not the most athletic guy, but what he's going to do on these backside plays is he's going to ride that tackle down. I'm going to force you to get closer to this play. I'm not going to let you try and hinge me off and stop me right here, which happens all the time. And because of that, and that ability to shed this block, to just use that strength, he gets himself a nice run tackle. He gets himself a nice run stuff here. Again, got him lined up on the inside the tackle. Again, he's not the most athletic guy in the world. But he just went through what happened. He's like, okay, I'm just going to cut him. I'm going to cut him because I can't handle the physicality of this. I'm not going to be able to do my job. So, Costanzo, I'm going to cut him. Okay, well, I'll use my hands. Get over you. And now I'm making a backside tackle on the outside zone. 350 plus pounds. Making a backside tackle on outside zone. That's beautiful. So, again, is he as athletic as Dalvin Tomlinson? No. But he can do stuff like that. He can do stuff like that. I got him lined up outside the tackle here. I mean, beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. He's got a double team with the tackle and the tight end. Engages. And when this tackle is trying to come up to the linebacker and this tight end crosses face, which is just a bad idea to ever do this with a tackle tight end. Watch the strength as he pulls him down. Because he wants to get to here. He wants to get here and block this up. Just takes an NFL left tackle and pulls him to the ground. And now he's jacking a play up and getting himself a nice tackle. Another nice run stuff. I mean, in the run game, it's beautiful. All right, here we got versus Green Bay, who is a good team. Got him lined up at nose tackle. Playing his gap. Sheds. Again, the play is made before he can get there, but good job. Got him lined up at the 3 technique outside the guard right here. Double team. And they get some movement off him off the ball, which it doesn't happen, but they get some good movement on him. This is a really good double team by the Packers. Well, to start, it is. Sheds it. Splits it. It's like, dude, I am too big for you to double to the linebacker. Because as soon as one of you tries to come off to the linebacker, I am shedding that block. As soon as one of you tries to come back to that linebacker, I am shedding this block. And linebackers love playing behind dudes like this. Blake Martinez, Reggie Ragland, Tay Crowder. If they add anybody to the draft, is going to love playing behind this dude because he does stuff like that. Because it makes it like, hey, not only do you have to double me to the linebacker, you have to stay on the double. Okay, you can't work to the linebacker, and It's just heaven for linebackers. Got him lined up here on this one. Corey Linsley. That's a good player, right? Look at that good offensive lineman who is now jacked up on his heels, and now you're making a run tackle. Now you're keeping it to a 3-yard gain. Got him lined up here on this play. So this is a big running play, but this is all Gerard Davis's fault, and this is why I like Gerard Davis, but I don't view him as like that Mike backer that he was drafted to be. He's picking up this double, and Davis needs to play this gap. Play this gap because he can play, Shelton can play the 2 gap where he's playing in here, and if the running back bounces, he's there. Because watch. He's there. This running back bounces, he's there, but now Davis plays that gap too, which he shouldn't, and now you got a big hole, and it ends up turning into an 18-yard gain. But that should be a 1-2-yard gain if the linebacker plays the correct gap. This linebacker plays this gap like he's supposed to, and he plays it hard. He doesn't even have to play it tough. Just come up, you got 5 yards, 2 yards. Come up 2 yards. Well, you're tackling him around here because he's not going to hit this gap because you're there. He's going to bounce, and now Shelton gets himself a nice tackle. But because the linebacker plays the wrong gap, it's an 18-yard gain, which the Giants play great gap football. So he's going to have that behind him with the New York Giants. Got him lined up here on this play. Again, just good gap football. When they're running that outside zone to keep it moving. Don't let these guys hinge you off and stop you right here. Make them keep moving. Because when your front side guys play it right and the running back wants to cut back, you're there. You're there for a stop. Good gap football. Got them lined up here over the center. Keeps his gap. Eyes on the running back. Bam. Tackle. Over the center. Backside of the gap tackle. Playing this gap. Ride the center. Do not let these guys stop you in your tracks here. Tackle. I even went through the 2019 game. I wanted to watch him versus the Patriots a little bit, and what better game to know when we know who's who. So some good familiarity. Now he played less than 50% of the snaps, less of a role with New England, but still. Got him lined up here on Zeitler. Good job. Zeitler isn't able to move him at all. I mean, look at all the rest of the line. Zeitler's the one the furthest back, and he's the best offensive lineman on this line. Good job playing his gap. Eyes on the running back. Sheds it. Tackle. On this one, we've got him lined up at nose tackle. Again, look at where the rest of the offensive linemen are. And look where Danny Shelton is. Getting him 3 yards back off the ball. And I get we'll get the John Halapio sucks comments. I get it. But he's an NFL center who started 16 games. And he contributes to a run stop on that play. Got him lined up here outside on Hernandez. Playing his gap. Playing 2 gaps. He has to play this gap and this gap. Keeps it. Doesn't let Hernandez get any movement on him. And he's there to make a tackle. So his run defense it's awesome. Like it should be celebrated how good this guy's run defense. Now let's go through the pass rush a little bit. And I want to start with the bad. And it's not like oh my gosh, this is disgustingly bad. But this is where I kind of want the Giants to coach him up on this. That even if he sheds these blocks, he just doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the speed to be a guy who's going to get sacks. You know? So you see, he's trying to shed this block. But if I'm Danny Shelton, or if I'm coaching Danny Shelton, I'm saying, dude, don't, on pass plays, don't try and shed blocks. Like, you do your initial move. But once your initial move's not there, stop worrying about counter moves and trying to shed these blocks. Get your hands inside that offensive lineman and move your feet and bull rush. And you're not going to be the guy that gets the sack, but you're going to be the reason the QB can't step up and the edge gets the sack, or the other defensive tackle gets the sack. So again, at this point, stop trying to shed this. Just get your hands inside and bull rush. Now the ball comes out quick on this one. Got him lined up. Again, nose tackle. So, again, he's able, this is play action, he's able to shed this block, like, but he just doesn't have the speed or the athleticism to bust through this. Because they're able to pick this up, and he stumbles a little bit too. You know? So again, watch, he's trying to shed. He's trying to shed these blocks. Just bull rush these guys. Try and move these guys. I mean, it's a double team, so, you know, it's hard to be too mad. But him, like, spinning out of this and shedding it doesn't do anything for me. You know? Got him lined up here inside the tackle. Again, great initial move. But the center comes over. Try and bull rush. So it's not like this isn't even like that bad. It's just that's what my coaching point would be on Shelton. But I'm just an idiot on YouTube too. Got lined up outside the right guard. Again, stop trying to shed this. Just get low, get your hands inside, and bull rush. Bull rush, because if he's here and you push this back here and he doesn't have anywhere to throw, that these edge guys get a coverage sack. Or, you know, possibly a coverage sack. But here, let's look at the good. Look at the good. Got him lined up inside the tackle on the left. Here's what the bull rush looks like from him. There's what the bull rush looks like for him. And I get this as Phillip Rivers, but he moves his pocket back. And again, see, you guys have these in the edge. Let's say this was a QB who's going to work the pocket better, who has some better speed, and he's not getting this ball out. Well, now he can't step up. He's going to have to either scramble because he can't step up out of this pressure. And Rivers throws a bad ball on this because there's good pressure on the edge. Jamie Collins is a freak. I hate the way Matt Patricia used him, by the way. Guys, Jamie Collins is an athletic freak, and they just played him like at inside linebacker. Put him on the edge. Anyways, got him lined up here on Quentin Nelson. This is what I was talking about. Does a good job. This gets passed off, sets up a stunt for 97. Now they're able to pick this up. What I like. Is he trying to shed this block? No. He's trying to bull rush. Now when Rivers scrambles out, he spins out of it, which, you know, at that point you don't want to be bull rushing at anybody. Good throw by Rivers. Got him lined up outside here, outside the guard. This is going to be my longest breakdown on a freaking nose tackle. Again, do your initial move. And do what he's doing here. Bull rush. And guess what happens? Guess what happens when you do that? This is what I freaking love, man. This is what I love about team football. Well, guess what? Your edge rusher's balling out here. But Rivers has to step up. And because he has to step up, now you get your QB hit. Now you get yourself a little QB hit stat. Now, it gets completed anyways. But that's where he gets the QB hit stat. Because he's not sitting there at the line of scrimmage trying to shed a block. Got him lined up here outside the guard again. Now, here's where it kind of does work. Initial move doesn't work. Counters. And it gets past Quentin Nelson. The ball comes out. But that's a good pass rush move right there against Quentin Nelson. And now we got him here, and this is what I love. This is a nose tackle playing a wide 7 technique. And watch him just bull rush this left tackle. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, look at those choppy feet and hands. He knows he's got a freaking bull coming out his ass. Again, initial move doesn't work. Now do exactly what he's doing. Get his feet moving, his hands back inside, and bull rush. And now you get yourself a sack. Now you got yourself a third down sack. And you get to do yourself a little dance. Ready do. How about that? I love that. Now they got into a fight after this, and he goes out here celebrating, and they called a penalty on him. It's like he didn't do anything, calling it like unsportsmanlike conduct. But anyways, this is a good signing for the Giants, man. This is the replacement of Dalvin Tomlinson. So if you're a Giants fan, Danny Shelton's going to play an important role on this team, a very important role on this team. So again, if you liked the video, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Let's go Big Blue.